Hi there. In this Microsoft Word video, we'll look at headers and footers. So I'm just going to zoom into page width again so we can see the content that I'm about to add. And I'm going to scroll up to the top of the document. Now, a quick way to get into your headers or footers is just to double click in this area here. Basically, it's this gray area on the ruler. So if I double click, now I'm inserting my some text into the header. Now whatever we add here will repeat throughout the document. So I'm just going to say 18 ways, or actually I'll say plastic bags, germs, and travel tips. Now to leave the footer, I can use this close header and footer button or double click back into the main part of the document. So I'll click on close header and footer, that's most obvious. And now if I scroll through my document, you'll see that this text appears at the top of every page. Now I'm going to add a footer as well. Another way to get into your header or footer is to go via the Insert menu and then go to Footer. And notice that we have a couple of preset footers. I like this page. It gives you the current page number as well as the total number. So if I click on that one, now it added that, and it added this page 1 of 9 into the footer. So now if I leave, you see page 1 of 9, page 2 of 9. So this little 2 here, actually both of these are fields. They're dynamic to the actual document. Now I'm just going to quickly delete this text, so I'm going to go back into my header. I'm just going to double click. That's my favorite way of getting there. I'll remove that stuff. Go back into the content of my document by double clicking. Scroll down to the footer and do the same thing. Now I'm going to quickly show you a couple of options that we have and why we would want to use them. So this document's 9 pages long, so I want the first page to have a more distinctive header. I want its header to maybe give me the title of the document automatically. And then I want the second page to have a particular header, but I want the third page to have a different header, and I'll show you why. And then same thing for the footer. I want the footer for the page number, I always want it to be on the outside corner of the page. So on odd numbered pages, that'll be on the right hand side of the page. For even numbered pages, that'll be on the left side of the page. So basically we're going to have a different first page. Also on the first page I don't want any page numbers at all. It'll be more like kind of like a cover sheet or something like that. I'll have that effect. And then on the second page, again, I'll have a particular footer, and then the third page I'll have a different footer. So I want different first, different odd, and different even. And you see those options here. So I'm going to choose different first page. I'll choose different odd and even pages. So basically now we have 3 distinct headers and footers. Depending on where you are in the document, you'll get one of the 3. So I'm just going to click inside of my header here, and I'm going to go to Insert, and I'm going to choose Header, and I'm just going to pick up this one here. And it says Document Title. I'll call this Articles or something like that. And that's all I want on the first page. So I'm going to go to the next page, Now notice I added a header on this page, and in my previous example we had that header on the next page as well. But since we have a different first page, we get to treat that first page separately. The second one, I'm going to go to Insert, Header. Now this, the margin of this page, if it's double-sided, if the document's double-sided, the margin will be here. This will be the outside edge. So I want to put this thing here on the outside edge. And I'll do the same thing on the third page, but it will be on the right instead of the left. Notice if I choose next, it jumps me down to the third page as well. So you can navigate through your 3 pages that way. And again, I'm going to choose Insert and Header. And that one there. So now I'm going to leave my header and footer. So I choose Close here. And you'll see that we have a title on the first page. We have page number 2 on the outside edge, again, if this is the binding of the document, and then a different even page as well. So by default, when you add content to the header and footer, it will appear on every page. Everything will be the same, save from fields. For example, page 3 of 9. The 3 is a field, the 9 is a field. Again, unless while you're inside of the header you choose this, then we'll have 3 separate headers and footers. It'll change depending on where you are in the document, of course. You'll have the first page, header and footer, the odd page, header and footer, and the even page, header and footer, with those options checked. So that's a bunch of stuff about headers and footers. Thanks so much for watching.